creating the signature for the bearland, and actually we are using the tool to create the signature for the bearland. Just select the area we want to create the signature, and from there you'll be just creating the signature, you'll be drawing the signature. So for example, we want to take the signature here. Okay, so this is bearland and we are taking the signature from here. So this is how we'll be doing. So we are done for the bearland, just sample signature. After that, we are going to another class. We are done with the water body. We are done with the bearland. So after that, we are going to other classes. We are going to other classes. We are going to build up area, and actually we see this is a built up area. So I can take this signature here. So we are waiting for it to create the signature. So we are also picking the signature for build up. So this is the first one. This is the first one. We are picking the signature for build up. So this is going to be called build up. This plus number one, number three. We'll be picking the signatures for build up. So sometimes we can use this to auto select the build up. We're adding it. We can use to auto select more areas. So we are using it to select more built up areas. We are adding them. So we are still picking samples for build up and actually zooming in to the area of interest is good approach. So I'm very advising if you're working on this, zoom into the area of interest to that level where you can see. So for the training purpose, I'm just doing it just like random thing, nothing, but you have to make sure you get the focus. Okay, so let's focus on picking the other thumb. Let's focus on picking the other thumb. You can pick this one, pick this two, this one, be our other sample. Let's pick this one. So let's also keep on searching for the other training sample until we find. That's one thing to make sure is um the pixel is drawn on the right place. Pixel is drawn. So let's see how many sample we have for the build up. We have almost 6, so we can add 10. So I'm taking the other sample here, the other sample here. So for now, let's assume that the sample are enough. Now let's go and pick other samples for vegetation. We'll be starting by here, picking the sample for vegetation. We're going to change the class and from 3 4. So we're going to add the first sample for vegetation. So we'll do this for all the samples. Sample for vegetation. Let's focus now on picking these purple areas as farmland. So you have already picked a lot of sample for farmland, and we can go ahead and pick and see if we have other class to pick samples. So we are having like a kind of exposed rock surface here. So we can come and pick this exposed rock surface here. So we just pick a few sample from here for exposed rock surface. Yes. Now this is class number 6, and we are going to add the signature. So this might be enough for demo. So now what we can do is actually try to see how our image will be looking like by visualizing classification preview. So we can just select amount of pixel to be previewed here, and we just hit this button, the classification preview. We'll just be having the temporary layer form for the classification. Classification preview actually of our classification results. For this, at least it's reasonable. So from there we can just um, deactivate classification preview and run now the actual classification by going to the tool itself here. You can select anywhere. So I'm going this way. So after getting to this tool here, um, choose the classification. After getting to classification, you can choose the algorithm you like. So I'm using maximum, minimum, and maximum likelihood. After that, I'll just um, I'll run this. So once you click run, the dialog to save the classification results needs to appear. So I see covariance matrix has excluded some of classes, so we cannot use maximum likelihood now, so we'll be having covariant matrix error here. And so we'll be choosing the other classification approach apart from maximum likelihood. You can choose the spectral angle mapping. So let's see if we use classification and we choose the spectral angle mapping and we hit run. So we'll just here now write class supervised class. Yes, this is spectral mapping. And just click save and it will start running automatic. So after that we'll be having now the result of our classification output. We see now we are having now the supervised classification output. So I'll be sharing with you some of my plugin which I've used, which works for everyone. So you have to use that plugin as well. Okay, you have to use that plugin because we see the different updates of the semi-automatic classification keeps on uh, bringing a lot of errors and contradictions. So now let's focus on fixing the class name based on their colors. So for water body, we know we need to see the blue color for water body. So let's go for water body and choose the blue color for water body. You can choose the blue color for water body, and for bare land it has to be orange. So let's choose orange for bare land, and for built up area it has to be red. So let's go and find where there is red. Let's go and find red. Here we have find red. So for vegetation, let's come and check the green part of it. So this one is great. So we are going to choose vegetation, and for farmland it has to be air green. So we can just focus on looking for air green. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Yes, and for exposed rock we can choose something like brownish to orange like this one, or we can choose even the brownish part. And then let's apply and see how our image will be looking like. This is how now the image is. So we are having the vegetation part, and we are having also the farmland aside, we are having the build up, and we are having the bare land and the water body. Now this is our classification output. So once we go to attribute table, you can create raster attribute and click OK. You'll just being able to see these values here. However, you can use unique value report. Oh, sorry. You can use create layer. You can use raster analysis to create unique value report. So let's see. Search in the toolbox. Search raster layer unique value report. Generally, be able to find this tool. Once you click it, open this dialog here. So we need to find the report for our layer here. So we just highlight the output, save to file. We just choose to save file report and save. So from there, now let's click run. So once we click run, we'll be able now to see the report has been completed, created. So once we go here, we see the pixel count to each class. This is supervised classification band. So this is a now report. It's called supervised report. So we know the classes value and everything. So to compare this report, you can just take it aside and open also the attribute table for this image, and let's see now what we are having on board. Let's see what we are having. Let's open also the report. Let's open the report. Now let's compare. So the class 1 is water body. Class 1 is water body. You see, number 1 is water body. Number 2 stand for bare land. Number 3 stand for built up. Number 4 stand for vegetation. Number 5. So we'll be having this pixel count, and we'll use the formula of pixel count times 100 square meter to have the actual area in square meter of the coverage, class coverage. So this now marks my end of this tutorial. So you can copy this and open in Excel. You can copy this and open in Excel. They'll be using the pixel count times 100 to get the area in square meter. Now here you're having the area in square, degree square, because we are actually using the decimal degree, because we are using the WJ84 as our data. Now to have this area in square meters, you can just convert this by times or multiplying by 100. So that marks the end of my presentation for today. Thank you.